Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Colin with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 432 for comics originally coming out on January the 10th, 2018. Welcome to the new year, Drew. Before we get into what's coming out in your local comic book shops. Oh, excitement this coming Wednesday got me off guard with that. With the hip-hop horn, there we go.
I've only been working on that for like an hour.
I like it. It took you an hour to download that app? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was sad.
What's going on in the world of comics, buddy?
Well, for the brand new month and brand new year, we'd like to share with you the C4 FAP pick of the month. Comics for Fun and Profit spec pick of the month is Lucy Dreaming, number 1 from Boom Studios. And so Cowabunga will have a deep discount on that this month. So if you want to find out more on how you can get that deep discount and get yourself a mail order pull list with them and check out all their other major discounts, you can send them an email at orders@cowabungacomics.com or go to their website. It's Cowabunga Comics with a K. Our pick of the month is Lucy Dreaming, number 1 from Boom Studios. Pretty cool. It's my boy Max Bemis.
Max Bemis, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, Moon Knight writer, lead singer of Say Anything. So I'm going to support him and his new book from Boom. So very cool. Also, we got some reader mail. Hello, Kyle and Drew. I've been listening to your podcast for over a year now. I want to tell you that I really love your show. Awesome. Thank you. I don't miss one episode. It's always fun and entertaining. If I may have a suggestion, I would like you to have a podcast once a month where you would talk about the previews catalog and the titles you would buy for fun and profit. Also, you could mark them down in your info so that it would be easy for us listeners to follow and compare our choice with yours. Keep up the good work. You guys rock. And this is from Rock from Malone, New York. So thank you, Rock, for that.
Very cool.
For about 6 months now, maybe not quite 6 months, we've been kind of sharing our previews picks. They haven't been as timely as we would hope. It takes us a while to comb through the catalog, and sometimes we're pushing right up against the deadline ourselves with our picks for our orders. So we try to get them out before the deadline. Sometimes we do. Sometimes it's right there. We'll try to do better with that. But it so far it hasn't worked out as well as we would have hoped. We do share every month. We share our previews picks, and for the 3-month pre-order cycle. Now, as far as adding those picks to the show notes, it is possible, but labor intensive, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to pull that off. I will try one and see just what kind of time commitment that is and how challenging that is to get that content transcribed into the show notes. And I'd love to be able to do that for you, but this is a labor of love that we do, and not our jobs. So we can squeeze this in when we can, and sometimes we don't have the time we'd like to spend to it to make it as good as it could be. Sometimes we have to cut some corners, and one of the places we cut is detailed show notes and time codes and stuff like that. It's possible. I'll have to check into it, and we appreciate you listening for a year, and we'll keep trying to make it better if we can. Thank you very much for that from that feedback. You can also, anybody can send us an email like that. You can send it to comicsforfunandprofit@gmail.com. You can go to our website, comicsfunprofit.com, and find all our links on how to reach us, our Facebook page, our Twitter page, and how to follow us there and contact us there. You can comment any variety of ways, and we'd love if you went to iTunes and left a review. A rating and review would be fantastic. We always love those. So if you send us one of those, we'll definitely read that on the air as well, because we love getting that feedback, and it helps us get seen by folks that like to listen to podcasts. So,
Absolutely.
yes.
I think I can probably hopefully help to do a better job realizing something that kind of snuck up on the end of us as we've been doing this is I've been good at hitting my own comic book deadlines to get my own order in, but not looking at it in the grand scheme of things when I need to have that thought process finished in order to talk about it, to therefore be able to get you guys to hit your own deadline. So I kind of got to change my way of thinking the way I've been doing things. I've missed a couple deadlines in that resource, but I think in 2018 I can do a little bit better in that regard.
Is that a resolution that we're making?
One of my comic resolutions is to be more aware of what a calendar is and how many weeks there are in one.
Are you going to be more aware of what clock is and what time we start?
Baby steps, my brother. Baby steps.
Any other resolutions, comic-wise, that you would like to share tonight?
Oh, my goodness. I'd like to sell more things in 2018. I'd like to be a little bit more organized with my comics in 2018. I'm a little behind on things like that. And I think I need to promise to give Marvel a little bit more of a chance in the reading category in 2018 are kind of the things that...
Marvel, is that a small publisher in the back of previews that, one of those struggling publishers you want to give a chance? They're scrappy and you just want to give them a little bit.
I think it's an old Golden Age book that from way back in the day that used to be something special but has fallen by the wayside.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's a good yeah, I think my resolution is to I want to do a show. I want to go to one of those smaller comic book shows.
Oh, yeah.
That are like in a hotel conference room or whatever. We used to go to them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to get a table and sell that way once. 'Cause it seems like that would be fun. One of those that just one day. I don't think I want to do it all. I think that would be a fun thing to do. 2018 might be aggressive because I don't really have a system or, a wall book, a portable wall book station yet or anything like that. But I think that would be fun goal for by the end of the year to try to pull off. I would like. I don't know that I can read anymore.
True story. Yeah.
Yeah. I read about 25, 30 books. And sometimes that's really a challenge, so I don't think I can read many more. I would like to maybe stick with some things a little longer because I sample things, and if they're not like smoking hot, I just move on, just like women, And yeah, so I probably should. There's a lot of image books, especially that I've read the first one. I was like, not great, and then I kind of felt bad that I didn't give them a chance with any of their subsequent issues. But yeah, I got a comic book press for Christmas, and I'd like to learn how to use that.
Very nice.
Right now I'm staring at it; it looks really complicated, and so I'm gonna have to go deep dive on YouTube and figure out just exactly how that works. And I'm gonna try. I want to practice with your books.
Oh, that's
once I get it figured out, then I'm gonna pull mine out. And once that system's all the kinks are ironed out.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Very nice. I didn't even try that.
There you
go. So yeah, if you, the listener, have any comic-related resolutions for the year, we'd love to hear it, and we will share those on air. And good times. You can do. That's an easy thing to share via Twitter or on our Facebook page, or definitely send us an email if you'd like to share what your comic-related resolutions are, and we'll read those through the month of January. That'd be fun.
Because there's no time like the beginning of the year to completely change exactly who you are.
I think that's the way to do it. Now, the official 2017 year numbers haven't come out from Diamond, but Comic-Con does a good job of tracking this stuff through the year, so they can kind of guess. They already kind of know what the answers are going to be before the official numbers come out.
Mm-hmm.
So for 2017, can you tell me which publishers had the top book of the month for 2017
Of the year?
of the year. So there's 12 answers. Which publishers filled those slots?
Okay, so for each month or the year as a whole?
Yeah. So name a publisher that made it into the top spot in one of the 12 months in 2017.
Big two, Marvel, DC.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I'm trying to Image. I mean, we're not.
What's your guess on how many were Marvel and how many were DC and how many were other? So how many months did Marvel get? How many months did DC get? And how many months did somebody else get?
Yeah, we know that you can't count the quarter books for any of the Image ones that actually sold quite a bit. Those ones don't really count.
Nope.
So I think it was 7 DC, 5 Marvel, 0 other.
That I kind of was leaning towards like almost a 6 and 6 split myself. Mm-hmm. It turns out it was 9 Marvel.
Oh, Marvel, okay.
Marvel took all of them until October.
Oh, okay.
And then at the end of we had Doomsday Clock in November, mm-hmm. and I think December is going to be Doomsday Clock. I mean, at least that's what they're projecting.
Mm-hmm.
So really, DC probably gets October, November, December. Definitely got October and November, but January through September all went to Marvel.
All went to Marvel. Okay, I remember some Spider-Man in there.
Oh no, wait, I missed one. I'm sorry. You're right. I missed 2. I can't read. Okay, so it's 5 DC, and 7 Marvel. Okay, so that is closer. All right. So yeah, there's another medal in August, and then there was Dark Days, the casting in July.
Yeah, I knew there was some metal stuff at the top.
Yeah.
For DC.
Yeah.
And then of course, me and my recency bias was thinking metal and Doomsday Clock at the end of the year.
The first 5 were USA Avengers #1 with all those.
Oh, jeez.
That 52 covers.
Completely forgot that existed.
Darth Maul was #1 in February.
Wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah. Amazing 25 was #1 in March. Secret Empire Secret Empire 0 was #1 in April, and Secret Empire #1 was the top in May. And then Peter Parker in June.
Yep, Parker. That one.
And then Marvel Legacy took the September slot.
Ah, Legacy.
Yeah. Do you remember how many USA Avengers sold?
Oh, geez, I didn't remember anything about that. So, let's see. This was a lower year, so it wasn't anything that blew 120, 150.
I thought it was right there at my fingertips. I'm going to have to click on it. I really should have done some research on this thing.
Oh, that's funny.
But the top book of the year, according to Comitron, was slightly over 300,000, and it was Marvel Legacy. Which surprises me because I thought... Yeah, you're right. What'd you say, 120 for U.S. Avengers?
I said between 120 and 150.
It was 110, almost 111.
Oh, Jesus, so, lower than I thought.
With all those covers, that's all it could do. It's pretty sad. Yeah, so Marvel Legacy did over 300,000. Dark Knight's Metal did 271. Doomsday Clock did 238. It looks like they're adding them together for this list.
Oh, geez. Okay. The lenticulars or whatever.
Yeah, they're adding the two together, even though they didn't add those together for during the year, did they? No, they didn't. They didn't add that together because it was like 120 each.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peter Parker was 231. Batman 21 was 219,000. I had forgotten about that. Batman 22 was 186,000.
Oh, is that button stuff?
Yeah, button stuff. The Flash. And this is where they've added the lenticulars with the regular copy to kind of show just how impressive those sales were. Yeah, and then the Flash buttons were followed right behind at 174 and 163 at 7 and 8. Dark Knight Metal 2 did 162,000, and then Secret Empire 0 did 162,000 as well to round out the top 10. Of course, dominated by Marvel and DC. I'm trying to see if there's anything in their top 90 of the year that wasn't Marvel or DC. If there was like an image that slipped in there. Yeah. Walking Dead, 171 and 168. Down at rank 80 and 81 and sold 84,000 and 82,000. And that were the only non-big two to make the top 90 books of the year.
And again, a lot of that is because anything that was a quarter is exempt from being able to be on this list.
Exactly. It has to be a dollar or more to be on the list. So we'll get some more details, I think, on these sales and maybe a more extensive list that might show it'll show reorder activity and things like that a little more complete. So I'm looking forward to that, hopefully, because last year, if you remember, Diamond decided not to do that and not do a full accounting. But I kind of like those lists because you get some of those things that were just right under the radar, and the things that maybe came out on the 5th week of one month, and then all its reorder activity was in the first week of the following month. So it doesn't kind of get captured completely. And that stuff shows up later. So yeah, some interesting things on those lists as that information trickles out, and we should have a top 10 next week, I would think, as well, for December, and be able to speculate a little bit on what that is going to entail. Now, I also wanted to point your attention to the new printings and variants over at Previews World. You want to take a look at that?
Sure.
One of the things that I was interested in, you got me convinced to go all in on Moon Knight second prints.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's against my better judgment, Marvel doesn't do much. But
gonna be that guy, just be that guy.
Yeah, I was. I do like my Moon Knight, so if I want to pick a character to do that for, this would be the guy. So yeah, it's coming out on the 31st. So its final order cutoff was probably going to be Monday at noon. So make sure you reach out if you want that. If you want that second printing of Moon Knight, that would be the good time to do it. Let's see if there's any interesting image. The relaunch of Witchblade sold through quickly and went to a second printing. I do not know if that's a different cover or not for its first issue, because I wasn't interested in Witchblade. I may have screwed the pooch on that. And Maestros continues to sell really well. This Steve Scroce image book that's pretty awesome. Its third issue is in its second printing. And then if you look at DC, just tons of White Knights continue to be printing. They're in the fourth printing of issue 1, third printing of issue 2, second printing of issue 3. It continues to be a hot seller. It's heating up on the secondary market too.
Mm-hmm.
Those titles are tough to get. People just didn't focus on it because there was too much metal going on.
Yeah.
Metal seems to be doing really well. Teen Titans 12 Is that the one with the guy who laughs, the Batman who laughs?
Yes, that is the first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs.
Interesting. It goes to its second printing. Think that's worth a flyer?
I mean, even at a second print, I think you want to have that just because this character seems pretty rad, and I dare say may stick around for at least a small amount of time.
Yeah.
And is just so cool looking that I'm in.
You think he's going to be around for a while?
Or at least if we've moved on past it, he'll still be something we get covers on and look at and see as kind of a really, at the very thing, the aesthetics of the character are awesome.
What do you think Capullo's going to get for the original art for this metal run?
Insane. Yeah, no kidding.
It's got to be huge, right?
Yeah.
All these crazy looking Robins and Batman and stuff. Is it 3 figures? Is he getting 100,000? 6 figures? Is he getting 6 figures out of this stuff?
I don't know. I'm not good with exactly the price on what that's going for.
I think his regular stuff with Scott Snyder, who's getting $20,000 pages, right?
Mm-hmm.
And covers and stuff. So I'm wondering if it's just going to be through the roof.
Either way, I'll take them.
I would take one. If there's any contest where you can win one, I would like one, please.
Yeah, no doubt.
The only kind of the back half small publisher is the Valiant's Eternity #1 going to a second printing, which I also skipped out on. I didn't even check that one out. Anything else going to jump out at you there?
Just how many things there are in some of these. My goodness. Marvel, just that giant list. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I think Legacy's been good for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of these titles are hot, and people are interested in them. So if that heat continues, that's good. They made a good decision.
And that these third printings continuing to be sketches is cool. Anytime you get a third print sketch, they're nice.
Who's doing that?
Like if you look at like Batman White Knight 2, the third print, it's a sketch. I always like the black and white sketches on these reprints.
I always miss that stuff. That's really cool. I didn't even catch that.
It'll be nice if number 3 with that Harley Quinn cover just goes to a sketch on a third print. That'll be a nice looking one that'll be sought after. But we haven't gone there yet.
But 2 did.
Yes, 2 went to a third. Yep. Absolutely.
And its third printing was a sketch.
Yep.
Oh.
According to PreviousWorld.com.
Oh. Doggone it. And I missed out on that.
Drew, when we were going through our 2017 year in review books of like the top books, man, it just kind of struck me as how different that is from the 2016 books. Do you remember anything from 2 years ago?
No.
Or from the previous year? Okay, what do you think? Do you remember what the #1 book was for 2016 when we did our
Rebirth
review 1 year ago?
Rebirth.
No, Rebirth is all the way down at number 5.
Really? So it's like a Secret Wars or something?
Even at number 5, DC Rebirth was at 305,000 for the number 5 book of the year for last year, which would have kind of pretty much dominated this year.
Yeah. Yeah. What was #1? Was it one of those Marvel event things?
Big Trouble in Little China / Escape from New York.
Oh, they were counting Loot Crate stuff in 2016.
That was our Loot Crate box at 421,000.
Okay. Yeah, they don't count those anymore.
Yep. And then at rank 2 was a $6 book.
Oh.
So we know it's
Spidey?
Marvel.
Was it Spidey?
Civil War Part 2, #1.
Okay.
And then at rank 3, it was a Rebirth title.
Batman.
Nope.
No. What was it?
Harley Quinn.
Really?
Remember all those covers for Harley Quinn #1 on Rebirth?
No, I don't remember that.
Number 4, Champions #1, 334,000. We talked about Rebirth being 305,000. And then right after that, Batman #1 at 304,000. But you just had dominant titles and dominant #1s at the top spot 1 year ago today when we were looking at 2016 books. And then it's just crazy to look at 2017 books, and we were just talking about metal books and metal tie-ins, and
Yeah.
just kind of definitely a different year, that's for sure.
Yeah. It sure is. If you're ready, let's slide over to the 10th of January for our
All
sneak
right,
peek.
let's over to previewsworld.com. Let's look at upcoming releases. Hit our new releases section. Look at January 10th, 2018. Drew, let's start where we always love to start, in Dark Horse, and there's nothing there.
Nothing there.
Yep, just a couple of trades. No real books coming out.
Can we take a vote and demote Dark Horse to the back half? Do they really deserve to be in the front of previews and the top of the list? Do they really deserve it? What do they even put out anymore?
I agree. Now we have 5 release weeks in January, so sometimes publishers simply take one of those 5 weeks off.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
So we might
this
get a
is the
Hellboy
Dark
title,
Horse release.
or we might
Yeah.
get a Usagi, but an occasional Harrow County. I mean, they throw some things out, but they're not as prolific as even, say, Titan or Dynamite or Valiant or anybody who's in the back half. Why are they out here? Why do they get to live in
Drew, it's because they used to have Star Wars back in the day and had something to offer us.
That's true.
But no more.
That's true. Yeah, that's too bad.
All right, Drew, let's head on down to somebody who's a little more relevant to you and I. Let's head on down to DC Comics.
Yep.
And remember, this will be the year that Action Comics hits 1,000 books. This will also not be the year that Detective hits 1,000, correct? No, the Detective will be the year after. But this year we will get Action Comics 1,000. So
looks like we need 28 more issues, so
12 months times 2, 24,
Yep.
not quite.
Yep. Yeah, not quite there. This booster story has been fun so far in Action, so it's good. I don't know if there's any value in getting the titles in the run-up to 1,000. 1,000 is going to be hyped to the gills.
Yeah.
And there's already a hardcover Action Comics 1000 that it was $50, and then it was $30, then it was $50, and it was $30. I think DC has now decided to keep it at $30, but it had some price point fluctuation. Both of those price points, I wasn't going to pull the trigger on. So
it was irrelevant which of those
it was
two
irrelevant which one they landed on for me. But it went from a $30 book to a $50 book and back again. So I don't know what that means. But there is a big hardcover out there that is being solicited right now. It might be through FOC at this point. I don't know.
Who knows? Drew, I pull your attention to the Flash number 38 cover B, Francesco Mata cover, and that is cool. Captain Cold getting slapped right in the face by Flash. That is an awesome looking cover. And there are many Amata person out there that likes this covers.
Who is this artist?
Mata?
It's very painted. Very nice.
Yeah. Or wait, I'm sorry, Matina. I just kept saying Mata, but it's Matina.
Oh, Matina. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Francesco Matina. Yeah. Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, no doubt.
Do we have any more
Killer Bees.
interesting one? Is that
Of course, have
is that an art
Harley
germ?
Quinn.
Yeah, it's an art
What?
germ for cover B on Supergirl 17.
Yep, yeah.
What did you say about Harley?
Harley Quinn, the New Year's cover. Very cool.
And
show.
this is the final Amanda Conner, Jimmy Palmiotti Harley Quinn. So
Oh, no.
so after 4 years, and nearly 100 Harley Quinn issues. They're out. I don't even know who's taking over. I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know who does the next Harley Quinn. But I don't like it anyway, so I'll be looking forward to whoever's taking over.
Mm-hmm. Now, do we think they're going to change it to a little more gritty one, or do we think they're going to kind of stay the course since it has been successful?
I don't know. I would guess that they would change it.
When we have another one of these Harley specials, be careful what you wish for. Special number 1, a $5 book. We've done multiple of these Christmas specials, Scratch and Sniff specials.
Was this supposed to be
Valentine's
out?
Day specials.
Was it supposed to be a 5th week thing that was out last month?
This is a September solicit, so I think we're late on this, whatever it happens to be.
I wondered.
Yeah.
Got another Mr. Miracle, and these are some fantastic Mitch Jared covers. Who does the cover A's? Nick Darrington. Those are also pretty good.
Holy cow, Scooby Apocalypse is at 21 and still rocking. Who knew?
Who knew? You know, I've read every single one of these.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh my.
I have never wavered. I have been on Scooby Apocalypse from the beginning. And I'm not going to tell you it's all been great.
And what a wild ride it's been.
Yeah.
Dan Mora, cover B on Titans 19.
Nice to see him doing some work. He needs his own book.
Absolutely.
That's a great
Jenny
cover.
Frison continuing to dominate on Wonder Woman 38 cover B. Please, 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 DC, continue the dominance in these B covers throughout 2018.
Yeah. A little Bill Sienkiewicz on Michael Cray cover. That's nice.
All right, anything else in DC, sir?
Now, lots of good stuff.
Yeah, a couple of neat things, but nothing that really jumps off the page for me that's out of the ordinary, but lots of great stuff. All right, let's head on down to IDW.
Can we just vote and move IDW to the back of the back of the book too?
Oh, jeez. Star Wars Adventures, Force of Destiny, right? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's what they're getting the individual ones there for this month, I think. Yeah, nothing. I really see nothing for me there either. So let's head on down and try Image.
Oh, Eternal Empire is back. It took a little break, as they like to do. It's back.
Paradiso 10.
I don't know if I read Paradiso 1. I'm sure I did. But that doesn't even look familiar. Port of Earth is really good. I read the first 2 issues of that. That, of course, is Zach Kaplan's book, who did the Eclipse series that may or may not be gone. I really enjoyed that.
Dan Panosian's Slots is on number 4. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that's been fun as well.
Yeah, it's a good one.
We got a nice Royal City homage cover. And I've forgotten who that was. I looked that up, and I've already forgotten who that is paying tribute to.
And we talked earlier about Witchblade being on a second print there.
Stray Bullets is continuing to be out. This thing is going in a crazy direction after crazy direction, but it's been super fun. It's black and white.
31 issues.
31 issues. That's crazy. And this is like not even the first Stray Bullets. Look at these Walking Dead pins.
Yeah, I was looking at those. Those are pretty rad.
They're really cool, but they're not worth $10 each, right?
Pick your faction.
They're not worth $10 to me, anyway.
Nah. All right. Anything else in Image?
I don't think so. I think I missed. Yep, that's it.
All right. Let's see what Marvel has in store for us.
Okay, so Avengers is going weekly. Starting with 675, and this, I think, does it say it's a 16-parter? Is Mark Waid's writing this with Al Ewing
16?
and Jim Zub. Pepe Larraz is doing the art on the interiors. Mark Brooks is doing the cover. I don't know who's going to be on all of these. I doubt one person's going to do the art for all 16. This is a massive story. I haven't
a massive investment. $5 a piece. 16 issues weekly before you're pre-ordering 12 of them sight unseen.
Do you think they're all gonna be $5?
This is Marvel, so
Oh golly, oh golly, why?
I can't remember. See, it's not on my radar. Unfortunately, I haven't been reading Avengers. So
Well,
let's say they popped down to $4. I mean, Marvel has the decency on at least.
Well, I'm assuming they're going to be oversized because there's no Uncanny Avengers, no U.S. Avengers, no Occupy Avengers, and the regular Avengers. They all kind of combine into this, so you're not buying those other ones, but you weren't buying those anyway. But I guess that's the deal. But I guess you're still buying more Avengers than you were. Yeah, it is kind of a scam. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna read this first one for sure. See what's going on, and then figure out.
Scramble for 15 additional weeks, or just say no.
Well, I mean, everybody puts Marvel on the shelf. There's not a comic shop that doesn't have Marvel on the shelf. You don't have to worry about those. You don't have to pre-order Marvel. They do the pre-ordering for you with all their shenanigans and all their tiers and stuff. There's always way more Marvel than there's demand for in every comic shop.
Yeah. Something I'm looking forward to reading: Old Man Hawkeye #1.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. That looks like fun.
The superheroes have fallen. The country has been divided into territories and controlled by supervillains. Among the wasteland lives Clint Barton, one of the few Avengers to survive, but it's been 45 years and he's no Avenger. Trying to eke out a living any way he can, the former Hawkeye is confronted with a startling discovery. The sharpshooter is going blind. With time running short, Clint realizes there's one last thing he wants to see: revenge for his fallen comrades in ours. So poor guy's already deaf and now he's going blind? Oh my goodness.
He can't catch a break.
He must have super feeling and taste.
His nose is out off the charts.
Yes. I like that world though, and they look like they're giving it more of a Mad Max vibe.
Yeah. You read Old Man Logan, right?
Yes.
So it's
I like more of Old Man Logan back in Old Man Logan's time than I do 2017 Old Man Logan, but yeah.
So is the current storyline, is he there or here?
He's here.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that's the only one the only Old Man Logan I've ever read is him being here. I don't know if I've ever read wherever he originated from.
So you didn't read the original Old Man Logan?
No, I missed that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
that's
it was good, right?
That's the thing. Oh, man, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Punisher 220. I really love the look of that War Machine. So I always look at those just because that is really cool looking. Star Wars Vader 10.
For those of you who read the Excalibur series back in the day, it's been like 30 years, I think, since this series has been out. But X-Men Gold Annual #1 no, 20 years maybe, is a reunion, an Excalibur reunion. And so that'll be fun for people that haven't seen these characters for a long time.
Huh. Kitty's Shadowcat costume. That's pretty rad.
I'll be checking that out, but I didn't really read a lot of those Excaliburs. I vaguely remember them, but I don't think I finished the series.
Gotcha. What is going on the She-Hulk 161 cover? I'm freaked out by this.
I dropped this book, so...
What, I mean, is this art, or is this just... Can we run her through a video game, or what's going on here?
Is that the leader? Yeah, she's had this weird fan after her for a while, so I didn't care for it. So I'm just like, yeah, it's good. I think it's canceled anyway, so doesn't matter.
Get them while you can.
Yeah, so I guess there's two schools of thought there.
Yeah. Anything else, be it Secret Warriors or Runaways or...
Have you
Ms.
checked out
Marvel?
Runaways on Hulu?
I clicked past it. I've been watching a couple other things on Hulu, and I keep saying, I should really be watching this, because I really liked the original one, and I haven't watched it yet.
I wonder, is it based on the Brian K. Vaughan run?
Yeah, it is. It's those initial characters that find out that their parents are supervillains. Yep.
Should I finish that before I watch the show then?
I think you'll be more disappointed, but yeah.
Maybe I should watch the show and then go see how much better the comic is.
Yeah. Drew, if you want to, you could buy me this Vision hardcover for $40 that comes out. It's your Tom King.
Oh, I'm quite aware.
It's everything.
Yeah, I'm well aware what that is.
Vision 1 through 12, plus extras from the director's cut 1 through 6. So they've essentially taken the director's cut and hardcovered it.
Yeah.
And said $40 and it's all yours. And that is cool.
That is a cool gift. I don't usually buy hardcovers for that kind of prices. So you're out of luck.
But that is a series that you're going to want to have.
Yeah.
And that is a beautiful way to have it.
That would be a beautiful way to have it. I'm sure it's nice and oversized too.
Yep.
Let's see. Are we done with Marvel?
We can be unless you found something in there. Anything else?
No.
All right, then follow me down to the back half of the comics. Let's get a look at our aftershocks, our booms, our dynamites, our others, and our dark horses should be.
Where our Dark Horse and IDW really should be living. Yeah. Archie number 27 is the conclusion of the Heart of Riverdale, and this tear-jerking story arc of Betty in the car accident, and really been good, and is something to check out. Yeah, I know it's Archie, but I really like it. Mm-hmm. Great art. Great writing. And speaking of Archies, there's also The Archies, which is a Matt Rosenberg, Alex Segura book. And with issue 4, Greg Smallwood usually does the covers too. I really like him. With issue 4, they're bringing in the Monkees. So if anybody remembers who the Monkees are, from
Davy Jones.
They had a series on TV a long time ago, and now they're going to be coming in to this series. Hopefully not as an ongoing concern, just as a one-shot, but it might be interesting. Pretty book.
Yeah. Atlas and Axis #1, under the Statics headline, Statics Press. Coming out of Titan Comics. $6.
Did you ever watch Battlestar Galactica? Either the original or that resurgent version that was out not so long ago that people were going out of their mind for? It was kind of like, I think that was kind of like the first thing that people binged. was like the first thing that people were binging and talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I missed it too. Peter David's writing this. He's pretty good. I don't know the artist, Johnny Desjardins. A cover by Mike Adams, but it's called BSG versus BSG #1. So it's Battlestar Galactica. They're doing a lot of covers with action figures and stuff on them. It might be a big debut. I don't know. It's a Dynamite book, and this is a property that has a loyal fan following. So
Battlestar Galactica was originally a TV show in the 70s, right?
yes, short-lived.
Short-lived, and then came back out in the 2000s and was 6 seasons, I think, and was hugely successful.
Yes, hugely successful as far as something that niche can be on a small network. I don't think it was a major network show.
No, it was a Sci-Fi Network.
Yeah,
It was their flagship, essentially.
was it a
And
Sci-Fi
this is-
Network show?
I want to say yes, but as you say that, I don't know. The moment you call me out, I fold like a chair. I have no idea.
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was better than Sci-Fi, but maybe not. Not that there's anything wrong with Sci-Fi, but usually their stuff is not the best quality.
Yeah. So this is based on that popular version of the series.
Yes, I think. Well, it's BSG versus BSG, so it could be both versions.
That's exactly what I was. That's kind of what I was asking. Just curious.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Just putting it out there. People might dig it. People might be after it. I'm gonna check it out at least.
Yeah, it's sci-fi.
Yeah.
How dare you make me doubt myself?
Hey, Deja Thoris has a 0 issue. It's worth checking out because it's only a quarter. It's written by Amy Chu, with art by Pasquale Qualano, and a cover by Jay Anacleto. This is the untold story of the Red Martian Princess. And so I don't know if this is like part of that Warriors of Mars stuff, Edgar Rice Burroughs stuff. I guess it is. Princess of Mars. I have no idea about this, but I bought 4 of them because they were a quarter.
Because they were a quarter, absolutely.
Like, why not, right? And I'll check it out. At least read it and see if it's anything I would be interested in. I have no idea about the source material. I've never read any of those Edgar Rice Burroughs books.
We talked earlier about Eternity getting a second print. Eternity #1. Judas #2 of 4. I'm big on this series. I'm collecting them all. Of course, it's from Boom. Judas comes face to face with Satan, and the great adversary begins to win him over.
They do a really cool job with these cover B sketches. I'm assuming you're getting those too.
Yes. And those are FOC.
What does that mean? Do you think it's only available FOC?
I'm pretty sure that was only available FOC. I know I snagged it for #1. I don't think I snagged it for #2. I don't think I was paying attention.
We'll have to talk to our guy. Then there's a Mech Cadet U5 FOC incentive Mora variant. I'm assuming that's Dan Mora.
Mm-hmm.
So, really need to start paying attention to that FOC list a little better.
Another resolution for 2018.
Another resolution. Let's put it on the pile. Hey, I thought Normandy Gold was over. I thought it ended with issue 4. And there's an issue 5. So I was wrong.
Oopsie.
The first 4 issues were really great. Did it do really well and they're going to continue it? I thought it kind of buttoned everything up. Maybe it didn't. I'll have to work on my memory banks there and find out. But yeah, this was a great series, and I like most of the hard case crime books, so definitely something worth checking out.
Pestilence number 6 from Aftershock.
What is it?
Pestilence number 6 from Aftershock.
I saw Alters up there. Alters has made it to number 9.
Yep.
Another Aftershock book, and the final issue of Red 10, which seems like this thing probably started. It's from Comics Tribe, and I'm curious. I'm gonna have to Google comic Red 10 number 1 because I think it's old. It's been a long time to get to this, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, 2011.
Yeah, that's a long tail on that series.
Yeah. Red 10 number 1 was back in maybe it's a second volume or something. I hate to disparage this book.
Go ahead and throw them under a bus.
I'm gonna say that maybe this is a different volume, and that it didn't take them 7 years to get through 10 issues. I hope not.
Drew, take a walk with me down the road of Scout Comics Stabbity Bunny number 1. Richard Rivera and Dwayne Biddix. 7-year-old Grace, still clutching her adorable plush bunny, is kidnapped by supernatural forces that have been hunting her family for generations. She awakens in a shack on the outskirts of town, and for the first time in her life, the little girl can't sense her mother's presence. Her captor knows the family's secret, and the link has been severed. When her escape attempt fails, it seems that there will be deadly consequences, but unlikely protector intervenes. It's a big mistake to kidnap a child with a plush toy named Stabbity Bunny.
Stabbity Bunny.
Stabbity.
Fantastic.
I thought I remembered Stabby Bunny, but we have Stabbity Bunny. Oh, yeah.
Pretty good. I'm gonna pass.
That seems interesting. I may seek that out. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Stabbity Bunny. You're going to get it.
I believe that's why I just read through the entire tagline for it.
All right.
I'm putting my money. You heard it. I'm not even giving my brother a chance. My pick is Stabbity Bunny number 1. Just FYI.
From Scout Comics.
From Scout Comics.
Okay. Fantastic.
It's also Trump Titans versus Mark Zuckerberg number 1.
No, it's not.
No, but these Trump books have actually they've been getting extra money on the secondary market.
That's dirty money, dude. It's blood money.
The Trump That Stole Christmas or whatever from last month was a great spec book.
No, Comics for Fun and Profit does not endorse the Trump book.
Make comics great again.
No. I'm not. No, the Hack Slash versus Vampirella. I'm really liking the Hack Slash Resurrection book over at Image. But I didn't check this one out at all. So how does he have 2 books, 2 different publishers, and he's not writing either one of them?
He's not, I was gonna say, is he in any way, shape, or form?
No, it's a Seeley creation, right? Tim Seeley.
Yeah, he's Hack Slash.
And he's like licensed his book out. That's interesting. Why not?
Smart. Get that Seeley money.
Get some of that Seeley money. Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, so you went with Stabbity Bunny.
Stabbity Bunny with a caveat for Judas number 2.
I'm going to go with BSG versus BSG number 1. I don't know which cover. I've been looking at the covers. Cover A, probably. It's a Kyle tried and true method. That's true. A John Cassaday cover. But those action figure covers are really kind of tempting too. They all look kind of neat.
What's that one super cute chick that was known for her Battlestar Galactica? Was she a Cylon or something?
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't see her. She's not on the cover now.
Oh yeah, she was married to the senator, and they were like swingers or something.
Sure.
Does that ring a bell?
Nope.
Was that in my mind? Was that my imagination?
It's possible.
I'm gonna have to go on a deep dive, find out about Battlestar Galactica now.
Yeah. And most of that is just because I didn't get Sci-Fi Channel at the time when this was coming out.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
All right. Happy 2018, brother. Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. Thank you for tagging along for our sneak peek at next week with Drew and myself as we crawl through what's coming out in your local comic book shops on this 10th day of January. Of course, if you disagree with Stabbity Bunny, which I don't understand how you ever would, please feel free to drop us a line. Tell us where we're wrong. Tell us what we missed. Tell us the book to get this week if we are not picking the one that you think is worth running to your local comic book shop to pick up. Feel free to be part of the podcast and send in your own opinions to us. I want to thank you once again. So for Drew and for myself, see ya.